Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I originally was going to film something entirely different today and I had no intentions of buying a new palette. I am not someone who jumps on every Morphe release. I do have a few palettes from them that I enjoy. I also love their setting mist and I just picked up my first brush from them. But for the most part, they are not a brand that super intrigues me. I saw this palette floating around on Twitter a couple of weeks ago and I thought, okay, that's a very pretty spring palette. I had no clue when it was coming out. I work for Ulta and at work yesterday, I saw it in the back and I was like, okay, maybe I'll just open it and see what it looks like. Well, I did, and then I thought, well, I opened it, so I have to buy it. I knew exactly what I was doing. It was a little Jedi mind trick. This palette is $25, and it is a collab with Pony Park. On the inside, the palette actually matches the cardboard, which they usually just do black, so I love that it's a little bit different. It does say limited edition packaging on their website. The 35I Icy Fantasy, I keep wanting to say Ice Princess, but there are all 35 shades as I gouge my finger into one of them. So yeah, I think this color story is unique and there's many shades in here that I feel like I don't already own, and that's what made me purchase it. I'm gonna do some very quick, lazy swatches for you guys, and then I will put some on my eyes and we'll see what I think at the end. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for it, and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, like I said, I'm just gonna do some quick arm swatches. I bought this sweater from Express during Black Friday and I wasn't paying attention and didn't notice the sleeves. You could fit like a whole person in here. I'm gonna roll them back. Like I said, these are gonna be pretty lazy. There is nothing on my arm. They are not going to be perfect. Do not come for me. We have Whiteout, Snow Glow, Wishful, Flash Freeze. Feel like I can build that up a little bit more. Secret Escape, So Surreal, and Spellbinding. Brilliant, but burr in the beginning. I'm not even gonna try to say that. Euphoria, Echo, and then Thaw, yeah. Chill Thrill, Into the Blue, which was one of the shades that immediately caught my attention. I am not someone that likes blue. Like the Pantone color of the year is the kind of blue I hate, but this I can really enjoy. And then I have Dreamer. Get Fresh, Coral Cloud, Soar, and Dazed. I really like those four. Cold Snap, Below Zero, Deliver Shiver. Build that up a tiny bit more. Imagine, Rosy Haze, Sky High. Mystical, Starlit, Arctic Abyss, Holothermia. Hush, Fierce Flurry, Avalanche, Cosmic Cool. Frostbite, Black Ice, Charmed. Just going to add some of my ABH primer. I thought doing swatches was going to help me figure out what I wanted to do, and I still don't have a clue. I'm going to start with that Periwinkle shade, the Into the Blue. I know I want to wear that. And this is a Spectrum B04. It's a little angled brush. What I will say, and I noticed this when swatching too, well, it looks like I can build it up, but they go on much lighter than they appear in the pan, which I guess is to be expected with this being a pastel palette. Same brush, and I'm going to take Deliver Shiver. I'm using my finger to place more of Into the Blue down. Chill Thrill. I'm gonna put this right on the top of my lid. I will probably go over it with a shimmer. Just wanted to see what it looked like. Of course, I'm gonna use the peachy shade. This one is called Coral Cloud. I don't really like this. I think because when they swatch, they are more pigmented than when you place them down. They are more true pastels. And I had a different vision in my head based on my swatches. So I think I'm going to restart. Okay, second time's a charm, maybe. I was having issues with it. I know there's going to always be quite a difference between a finger swatch and then what happens when you apply a shadow with a brush, but typically I can build it up to that potential that that swatch had, and I had trouble doing it with this one. I was trying to layer it on and it just wasn't coming out the way that I wanted it to, and that's why I went in with my finger on my lid, and when I did that, I also felt that it looked pretty chalky. So I don't know, we'll see. I think now that I know what I'm working with, maybe I can do something different, hopefully. Let's try again. Sigma E70 and going back in with Deliver Shiver. And I think that the way these are performing, they blend out on their own, and I'm afraid that if I keep going back and forth with the blending brush afterwards, that all of that pigment is just going to leave. So I'm gonna leave that where it is for now. And then to deepen it a little bit more, I'm gonna take Arctic Abyss. I'm just gonna clean up the bottom here with a makeup wipe. Back into the blue, and this is an E55 from Sigma, and I'm stamping it on. And one more time, building it up. And taking the shade Wishful right above that. I'm laying the Abyss shade down on my outer lid. I feel like the shimmer is going to need something to hold on to. I'm thinking about grabbing a black liner, but I also just want to see what the shimmer does by itself. Taking the shade Cosmic Cool. I can't wait to watch other reviews on this palette to see if they are similar to the experience I'm having or if it's just me. Sigma Cut Crease brush, and this is the shade Cold Snap. Let's see if I can get in there with my pinky. Looks a little bit patchy. This is Holothermia. So that's what I have so far. I am going to do my base makeup. I'm also going to add some lashes. I want some that are very light, so I'm thinking the Ardell Naked. Those have been my favorite lately. I'm also going to listen to Bailey Sarian's last video because I haven't yet, and I will be back for finishing touches. All right, guys, let's finish this off. I'm gonna add some black liner first, and then I'm gonna take the shade Deliver Shiver. And just to tie in the lipstick, I'm also going to take Coral Cloud. I just put a second light on me because I can barely see right now. It's pretty dark outside. So then I'm gonna also just finish my bottom lash before I forget. For my inner corner, I'm gonna try Flash Freeze by itself and not dampen it. And I'm gonna dampen it. I definitely got some fallout from that. And just because I want to see how this looks over black liner, I'm going to take the shade Gotcha from LA Girl, one of the neon liners. It made like a smoky teal kind of color. Just for reference, this is what it usually looks like. And the completed look, my final thoughts. Pretty much the same, everything I've already said. I think it's pretty and I do like the way that it turned out. It just didn't perform the way that I expected it to. And there's quite a variation of what I see in the pan versus what transfers onto my lids. Hey guys, I just wanted to give a little update. I have been editing this video and I decided to try it out again today. I put most of the same matte shades on my eyes and blended them out and they blended fine. But again, just didn't really like build up to that maximum color that I see in the pan. And then for the shimmer, I put the shade Avalanche on my lid. I'm going to insert a video here of me outside in the car earlier. Even when the sun hits it, it still looks pretty dull. I was looking at other videos and I saw other people say similar things in their review. And I also saw a comment that they are made to be like lid toppers and not exactly shimmers, but they look like shimmers in the pan. So I think that's deceiving. I don't know. I wanted to give you an update. Back to the rest of the review, but I wanted to let you guys know like I am thoroughly trying and I'm just still kind of disappointed. I also have to say there is quite a bit of kickback with some of the shades. The Into the Blue is the one that I used the most. I used it for both looks. But you can see what that looks like. Even this coral shade, I also used that one twice. Just for fun, I was looking at some of these shades and I thought they looked kind of familiar. Now I know Kat Von D, there's a lot of controversy going on right now because of KVD Vegan Beauty and how all of that's changing over. But I thought about this palette and I think some of the shades are pretty similar, so I want to swatch them real quick. So just picking out colors that look like they might be sort of similar from Morphe, and I'm even going to build them up. Flash Freeze, Euphoria, So Surreal, and then Spellbinding. Next to Kat Von D, this is the Green Emerald, Blue Sapphire, Pink Opal, and Ultraviolet. So not the same, but very similar. Some of the tones are pretty different. But if you already have this little palette, this is called the Alchemy palette. I didn't even remember what it was called. If you already have that, you may be able to skip this one. The pastels are really what drew me in, that periwinkle shade. And then performance-wise, it just doesn't look anything like what it does in the pan. It looks far more blue in the pan. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, if it was my issues. I'm gonna watch other reviews to see if other people said the same thing. Are you interested in this palette? Were you curious about it? Are you more curious, less curious about it now? Let me know below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you would like to see me and more of my remarks, please go ahead and subscribe. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and I will see you soon.